Hey there, it's Lorso here, the Digital Assassin. Today I'd like to talk to you about technology stack and what is included in your technology stack. As marketers, we find ourselves very intimately involved in our clients' technology, and we've got a keen interest on understanding the journey they've been through to end up with the tech stack that they have. Now, for businesses under 50 million turnover, the average is around about 4% of that spent on IT. And then if you've got an IT angle to your business, it might be even a lot more because you're spending another 4% or even higher on innovation within the technology that you're using or trying to create in order to sell. So it's a bit of a guideline as to what you should be spending. And if you're celebrating that you're only spending way less than that 4%, what are the opportunities that you're missing by not having, better tech to support your teams? Because it does give you improved productivity, better customer experience, better employee experience, all of that sort of stuff, if you can use the technology well. And a lot of businesses only use a fraction of what each application can deliver. And I think that's an opportunity for all of us, is to look at, we certainly do an assessment on our people about who's a beginner, intermediate, advanced and trainer level on each application, so that we can work out who can help others and where we can maybe even get some external help to skill our staff on using and getting the best out of all the tech that we have. Now, in a lot of industries, you'll be dictated to by that big leading technology application that is required. There might only be one or two providers. I think of people that do architecture or engineering with those drawing and design packages. And, then there's people in service-based industries that might use SimPro, which is the sort of leader. And then once you've worked out what that one is, or those few that you need, then you should be guided by what works well with that in all your other choices. And the third thing that you need to consider is what's going to give you the best customer experience, or experience for your customers in interacting with you and any of those applications, and employee experience. What are your employees used to using, and are we asking them to learn new stuff in the same category when there's a market leader that we probably could go with? So a lot of stuff to consider around your technology stack. We find a lot of our clients saying to us, look, we like to deal with our customers, clients on the phone, and that's what they prefer as well. And I find that's very anecdotal. They haven't done any research or anything on that. And when we dig deep, we find that they've got actually getting towards a younger audience who are very tech savvy. They'd much prefer to deal with an online application and get their orders placed or deal with whatever they have to do rather than talk to you. And the other thing is, if you're dealing with people who are, smaller businesses that are involved in the doing, then they might have to do that stuff after hours, of an evening, on the weekend, early in the morning. So again, you're not there answering the phone or ready to take the order, then they can do it. So that's one key area that you really should look at. And the other thing that we see a lot of, being in marketing and doing lots of web stuff, is marketing teams get so frustrated with the tech stack of their website that they can't put up a new campaign, a new web page, or a couple of pages in a form really simply themselves. They have to rely on a third party, and they stop doing it. They stop doing new campaigns. They just find that it's too hard, and they miss deadlines, or they send instructions out and the page comes back, it's not built how they wanted it, it takes too long, and it's too difficult, or they try to do it themselves and they just haven't got the skills. And they shouldn't need to, because there are useful CMS platforms out there that are simple to use that marketers love. So that's another area that I think you could really make some inroads in terms of productivity and also staying ahead of your competition. So to summarize, make sure you've got a big list of every application that you use and what it's supposed to do. What are the key things that it covers? and what are the things it doesn't do, and where are your gaps in technology? What are you doing that's manual that you could maybe find other tech to do? And with all these new AI applications that are coming out, keep a list of those and what they're supposed to do and how many people are using them. Because I see, my stuff on it, we want to try this one, we want to try that one. And you sign up for all these different applications and you're not using half of them, or there's a better one that's come out. So keep a close eye on that. Review it maybe every quarter or more often. I sort of like it when my credit or debit card expires and I find all these apps that, that have fallen over because of a missed payment that we're not using. So that tweaked my mind, a good 6 months ago when the last time it happened, to make sure that we're going through and analyzing all of those apps. So that all of that stuff will help you keep up or stay ahead of your competition and make sure that you've got really good things for your staff to use so that they can produce the best results they possibly can. So as with everything that I talked to you about, if you're unsure and you'd like some advice on what direction to go out on, I've certainly seen a lot of these apps in different industries and I have fair exposure to them. And I know whether some of them have got good open AIs so that they can, APIs so that they can talk to each other. And that's important as well to make sure that you don't have to enter data twice. So make a time, we can have a chat, give you some advice. Hope you find this helpful. Thanks.